to Angels Don't Lie with Jeannie Street. Jeannie is a God-based medium, owner of In Spirit Healing Studio, and new author of the book The Goddess You. Angels Don't Lie will be a show dedicated to healing and love, and we will be taking live questions. If you have a question you would like Jeannie to answer on the show, or if you would like to contact her, send your correspondence to jeannie@jeanniestreet.com or check out the website jeanniestreet.com. Now here's Jeannie Street.
I let the world on wake up. Trouble is I never went to sleep. I climbed the nightmares in the mountains in my dreams. Oh Lord, won't you get me back with me?
Hey, and happy Tuesday. Welcome to Angels Don't Lie. I'm your host, Jeannie Street. I'm really excited to be here with you guys tonight on this amazing Tuesday night. So we have a great show planned out. We're going to be covering a little bit of what we're going to go over what we talked about last week. We covered about what's not serving you. So we're going to bring it back forward into what's not serving you in terms of food energy. And we're going to do a little guided meditation. We're going to talk about behavioral issues with that, dependency habits, even a form of addiction. So we're gonna get into that in this show. So I wanted to first kind of go over the little bit of last week's show. We had Teresa on the show, which was great. We talked about shame, and again, we brought that around into what's not serving you, and what else. So yeah, I think last week was a great show. We had some good response from it as well. I had talked about nutrition tips, the integrity.
Chaga mushrooms.
Oh yeah, the chaga. The chaga. Did you try it yet? Did you get
No, because I put it on the shopping list and KJ has not got it for me yet. So.
Oh, so she has to pick up your chaga for you?
Yes, and the bee pollen.
You have to probably order the chaga.
Okay.
You should have asked me. I can bring you some.
All right, I was going to go up to the store up in New Milford.
Yeah, I don't think she carries a chaga. Not at the health food store, but you know who does down on Bank Street is Twin Star, the herbal.
Okay, check that out.
Yes. And Lupo is very knowledgeable if you have questions on herbs. And also my good friend Carly Sensenberger, she had been on the show one time. Her original name, her maiden name is Carly Hilliard. Her original name. Oh, it's definitely one of those days. Yeah, so Carly has a great knowledge on herbs. So if you guys have any questions on herbals and how to use them, especially if you're on any kind of medication, you definitely want to see somebody that has that knowledge, and don't go it alone for sure. So over the past week, we've had some pretty crazy weather here in the Northeast. I mean, it's been hot and humid today. 90s.
Official heat wave because it hit 90 a couple days in a row.
Yeah, I think we were actually like 100 at our house at one point. And I love to be outside. Last night I actually did my goddess webinar outside. And you didn't come onto the webinar because you were working, but it was great. But after a little bit, I was like, why did I sit outside? But I couldn't move myself because I had it all set up. Right. But it went really good. So that was the workshop too, and we really got into it. It was quite good. We talked about energy, and yeah, we did a great meditation, and so that series is still online if you guys want to sign up for it. Right now it's at the original price at $74 per workshop, but if you are wanting to join at the bundle price, which was the $99 for all four, which is a huge deal, all you have to do is send me an inbox. And this is just for my Angels Don't Lie customers, customers. I'm losing it tonight. I'm just losing it.
The temperature is affecting you.
It really is. That That is true. Plus, we had a house full of people. All my kids are over, and all the grandkids are there, and my father-in-law's there. So there's a house full. There's about 15 people at my house. So
Sounds like a little mayhem.
no, like, centering yourself and doing a meditation before you left. No, none of that. Not with 4 grandbabies running around. Well, one can't run, but he still spits up all of you. So anyways, the special will be for you listeners, for Angel Don't Lie listeners, if you would like to join the workshop. Even though they were live, I've recorded them so you can still catch up. And we start workshop 3 on Monday. So go ahead and send me an inbox at jeannie@jeanniestreet.com, and I will get you on the list and send you a little invoice, and it'll be nice and easy. No big deal. Yes. So we were going to talk about food energy and, the responses to food. I mean, it's it's quite amazing how we become in a habit around what we eat, right? We're creatures of habits. We go to the same restaurants, or we make the same meals, or, we carry that stuff forward even from, growing up. And we can get really quite angry, like if we don't have our food. We get hangry. That's the word, hangry.
That's the new buzzword, hangry.
That's that word. So, having the proper diet will serve your body, but our mind, our thoughts will tell us, I got to have what I want, and I want McDonald's, or I want this, whatever it is, junk food. And it might not be the best thing that will serve your body. It might not feed your body in terms of like support and giving your organs what they need to, create the healthy cells they need to create to keep disease at bay and to help you to feel the best. So it's not only emotional food energy, but it's also behavioral, right? Because it's learned, right? We take it on not only from where we've come from, where we grew up from, but we can take it on from our spouses. Their habits can become ours. We can take that on from being around other people, whether you've lived in maybe at college and you have roommates and you take on their behaviors, or it's just knowing somebody, just being an open vessel for picking up energy. You might pick up bad habits, and then it becomes a behavioral issue. Food also can, become a way we self-medicate ourselves because we want to feel better. And so we have that response where we'll jump right into eating something that we think will make us feel better. And usually those triggers are for the sugary, the sweet, the salty, the foods that, we feel like will fill us and give us satisfaction, bag of chips, ice cream, chocolate. We'll go for the gold, and then we'll eat it. And then, so that's medicinal. We want to feel good, right? And then it's also behavioral because all of a sudden we become emotional about it. We start to maybe self-sabotage ourselves. We get angry. Like, I can't believe I just ate that. I set myself up, or, that's not a good thing. So that becomes behavioral. And this is all form of an addiction, right? We're human. We have these habits that happen that turn into addictions. We don't even realize it. It kind of like just slips right in. It's just like slips in the door. You didn't even realize. And all of a sudden you can't stop yourself because you don't know what your trigger is. So these are the triggers, right? We have to slow down and we have to pay attention. I mean, these are just a few I've mentioned so far: the emotional, the behavioral, medicinal. We can also have it be a way to conceal. So it can be the way we hide our feelings or bury them down deep, right? So we don't have to deal. So it's a stress response to conceal and hide. So there's another way. It can be a way, it also can be withdrawal. We can use it to withdraw from our lives, from other people. So it's a way we stay within in a different way, right? We withdraw from society, withdraw from conversations, we withdraw from community to stay and be dependent on food to make us feel good. Depression. When we're depressed, we will want to feel good and we will want to self-soothe. And a lot of times that comes from, trying to feed ourselves into feeling better. So we'll get obsessive, and that can be another trigger. OCD, depression, anxiety, having high anxiety about what we're putting in our body, what we're not putting in our body, or not caring. We can be really stressed out, and so we just don't pay attention to what the food is doing to us. How eating constant carbs and sugars and processed foods are actually spiking our anxiety and causing us to have that, crazy feeling, that really racy feeling. And the other way that food is an addiction is when we're highly sensitive or an empath. We can pick up any one of these traits and they can become ours. And then all of a sudden we have an addiction and we didn't even realize it. We don't know what our own body feels like. And so we might eat to feel something, right? To feel within our body. Well, I don't know how I feel. You can't connect the dots. And so all of a sudden it's the food, is the soothing, it's the comfort, it's the feel good for the moment. So that's how it becomes an addiction. And with any addiction that we're working with, whether it's to drugs, alcohol, food, shopping, drama, you name it, Facebook. That's huge nowadays, social media addiction. When we can't put our phones down, when we're stuck in that, gotta post this, I gotta take a picture of my meal, I gotta take a picture of that bird over there and post it. We get in a process where we miss out on life. We miss out on just being in our bodies and in our relationships because we're so outward. We're so outward all the time. So how do we know our triggers? It's when we start to kind of be quiet. It's when we start to spend some time with ourselves and we can really start to notice, why am I maybe choosing this behavior? And food has amazing energy, right? So there's a great exercise that you can do anytime that you want to plug in and know if something's going to serve your body without bashing yourself, without beating yourself up, and then make a healthier choice so you don't fall, so you don't crash. Makes sense? I see you going for the notepad over there.
KJ wants us to remind people to call in.
Oh.
Especially if they got some comments about food.
Yeah, absolutely. So our number here, if you'd like to call and talk to us tonight, to talk to the angels, talk to your loved ones, it's 646-891-5252.
Now, I noticed it wasn't until I started a low-carb type diet that if I overload on carbs, like the next morning, I would have this sick feeling. Just sick to my stomach, have to, almost throw up, go eat, because I felt like I always thought it was just because I was extremely hungry, but it really had nothing to do with that. It was just from my body reacting negatively to all the carbs.
Right.
And usually it's pasta that will kick that off.
Well, because we ignore that, right? Because we like the pasta, right? Well, pasta is a perfect example because it is a feel-good food for most people, right? We love our pasta. We love our Italian food. And we'll eat too much of it. We don't eat like a normal size helping. We, go for the gusto. And then, of course, our body's trying to break it down. And that's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of carbohydrates. So our blood sugar spikes and we get tired. And we do need carbs. So don't get me wrong. It's just we eat way too much and way too often. And without our vegetables. Without, that healthy greens.
Sauce doesn't count as a vegetable?
Right, no. Especially when you're adding all the meat into it and it's got all that, grease, whichever,
Right.
Yeah. Woo! All that grease. Oh my goodness. So today I had this crazy thing happen. And I was like, somebody is trying to come through. So I wanted to share with the listeners tonight because this might be your loved one trying to get attention. So I was cooking, getting dinner prepared for the family. My daughter was coming over to help make Taco Tuesday. So I made some pulled chicken and some refried beans for my husband. And, I'll have my salad later. I'm just, I like make the family this stuff. So anyways, I'm standing there in the kitchen and all of a sudden I hear this beeping and I'm very hard of hearing. So I'm looking around like, where is this coming from? There's an alarm going off and it sounds like a fire alarm, but we actually have a system in our house. So if it was the fire alarm, it would actually be through the whole house and it would be louder. But this was coming from an area. So I went upstairs, I'm looking all around, and my daughter came up from her bedroom and she said, no, it's over here near your room. So I go in and it's like the CO detector going off randomly, right? It's not testing, it's just really going off. Bah, bah, bah. So I was like, what is this? What is this alarm? I don't even know if it's a CO alarm. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to call my husband. He's busy. He's not answering the phone. I don't know what to do. I'm like, the heck? All right, I'm going to open the windows, shut the AC off because maybe, I don't know if it's a CO alarm. Maybe it's the air conditioning. I don't know. I'm a woman. I don't know.
Well, you don't want to take a chance with the CO alarm because you don't know.
I don't know, right.
Usually you have to have the fire department come out and test.
So
if it's truly alarm.
I call my son because he's a fireman. And I'm like, what do I do? He said, well, you did the right thing. So I'll test it when I come up later. And he said, did it stop? And I said, yeah, it stopped. And he said, okay, then, you'll be fine. Okay, so my husband called and tells me to close the window. I closed the window, took the AC back on, and all is well. It doesn't go off again. I mean, what's that about, right? And so the second alarm that goes off is all of a sudden, a little while later, I'm finishing the thing in the kitchen, and I hear in the garage our dog fence alarm go off. And usually that happens when somebody's working in the yard and they cut a wire. And no, randomly, just bam, it goes off. And it beeps a few times and it stops. So I looked at my daughter and I said, somebody's trying to come through. Somebody's trying to get the attention. They want to come through tonight. So I'm not sure why with the alarms. So if this is your loved one and I feel like they have an alarm, like an alarm, something very important to say. So I'm going to leave it at that. The number here is 646-891-5252. I want to give a couple of shout outs tonight to the girls that are on the Angels Don't Lie, and they've been participating in a class that I've been teaching. So Lori, I'd like to say, hey, Lori, Lisa, Rachel, Megan, Stephanie, Kathy, Colleen, don't want to forget Corinne, Heather, I'll say Casey because you're taking it and you're our girl.
Same at the Kathy Hinkle Fitness. I'm the girl there too.
I know, right? Yep. And Trish actually sent a post in on Angels Don't Lie, and I really didn't understand your post, Trish. So if you're listening, please call in because I'd love to understand what you were asking. I don't know what that is. And KJ writes, ask them if it rings a bell on the alarm thing. That's funny. Ha ha ha. Rings a bell. Yeah, it might ring a bell with one of the listeners for sure. It might be.
We did have a nice celebration to celebrate Jody's 1 year anniversary.
We did.
Of passing over.
Yes, it was.
And your delicious cake that everybody.
Which one did you have?
I actually was good and didn't have any.
You didn't?
No, I didn't have a bite of anything. It was
wow.
The coconut was looking pretty good though.
You didn't have any, and you're saying it was delicious, so you're lying because you don't even know.
No, I'm saying everybody gobbling it down was like just off the chart about it.
Yeah, they were. My friend Dale was sitting next to me, and she was actually saying, "Oh, Tony's wife makes all of the desserts here," and she's going on. And I didn't even dawn on me at first, and I looked at her and I go, actually, I made these cakes. And she's like, no, Tony's wife. And I go, no, I actually made these cakes. We were cracking up. She's like, what? Yeah. So we had a nice celebration for my Jody girl, our Jody friend, and got to toast her. And we actually had this beautiful thing where we wrote a little memory on a scroll, and I have it in a little box, so we're going to do it every year, and we tied it up, and yeah, we're going to give it to her daughter when she graduates high school.
Oh, very nice. How old's your daughter now?
She is 15. Yes, absolutely. KJ's saying she ate your cake.
That she did.
That's funny. I think she had the chocolate Kahlua.
She had both.
She had both?
Yes.
Oh. So you had, so she had the coconut and the Kahlua?
Yes.
Interesting, KJ. So I used to bake. This is a great story because we're talking about food tonight, right? And food energy. When I closed my shoe store, I actually started to bake for a restaurant, just some cakes for them. And I'm not really a baker, but I received all these, amazing recipes from the divine. Like I literally they just came to me. I didn't write them down. I would just make them. And so I made them. I did this for, oh my gosh, for probably 2 years. And I would just create these cakes. And some of them were their favorites, so I kept those recipes. And some of them didn't work as well, so we wouldn't use those. And it was just incredible. I mean, I never really ate them, but I would make them and make them well, made them with love.
Who was it that we had on the show that's one of your partners with the superfoods, and she made that super squash soup or whatever at your...
my friend Pam.
Pam.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's incredible. Well, she has such a talent, Pam. She was at the party the other night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's our food queen for sure. Like if I have something that I need cater, I call her. For sure. She's amazing. So we're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about our meditation, how you can move into your alignment so you can really get to understand what food is, like what's serving you, what's not. And you want to feel better, right? And we don't want to self-sabotage. We don't want to beat ourselves up because we made a bad choice. It's not about never having, that piece of cake. It's not about that. It's about having that moderation. It's about having control. So you need to understand that sugar is addictive, right? You need more sugar each time that you eat it to get that feel-good feeling. So that's why you need a little break. You need to take it out of your diet for a short time. And then you can, they say 21 days is the optimum time to create a new healthy habit. So 21 days to change and shift. So if you could give yourself 21 days to eating healthy, to eating high vibrational foods, which would mean, lots of vegetables, some, high proteins, which are, high vibrational proteins, which would be like grass-fed, organic, free range would be great. Some fish that is not farm raised would really be wild caught. And those are the items that would really serve your body and help you to break that bad habit, that craving. But usually when we have one addiction, there's usually another one piggybacking on. So what does that mean? It means usually that fear is having a control over us. So fear is an addiction in itself, right? If we don't pay attention to cleaning up them at the same time, we might become over fearful. And so we might then become over jealous, over anxious, over drama filled. So that fear can take us in over controlling, almost like a narcissistic behavior, because it's piggybacking on another addiction. So it's best to understand that we have to really pay attention to fearful thoughts over love, right? Important. And then to set ourselves up for a win-win rather than a fallback, which is it's not always easy to do, right? A good support system is needing to be in place. So how I did it for me when I started to listen to the angels and clean up my life was I used a journal, almost like it was like a a food journal, a mood journal, right? Because our moods tell us a lot about how we're feeling. And if we're not feeling good, well, we can go right to those foods to like feel better, because it's kind of like a high, right? We want to feel good, so I'm gonna get that Hershey bar with almonds. That was one of my favorites. I'm gonna get that Hershey bar with almonds, and I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat that, and I'm gonna get some chips because I want some chips, and then I want that salty, and I got that chocolate, and then I'm gonna have a glass of wine, and I'm gonna just do it all up.
Well, I know, like when I would come home, like especially when the kids were younger, and I would probably ate late at work or something because Kathy would send a lunch with me, right. And I'd come home. As I'm driving home, I'm not feeling hungry. I'm just going to skip dinner or have just something small. But as soon as I walked in that door and that smell of food hit you, then you just trigger. And then you just sit down, eat this giant plate of food, and then you feel miserable.
Right, right. And so, what did you do when you felt miserable? Did you just like talk crap about yourself?
I don't know. It probably just went to bed feeling miserable.
did you bury it down, right? Became withdrawn, like pushed it down and didn't even deal with it.
Yep.
That's very common, right? We don't want to deal with it. We don't want to look at it. It's the same thing to do with anything we're holding on to energetically in our life. What doesn't serve us, but we'll push it down. We'll be like, oh, well, you can't come up here, so I'm going to feed you some food so you can stay right down there. And that's me talking like with a big belly like that. Yeah. Oh, I'm so hot. I'm melting.
Well, another thing that we have touched on many episodes or podcasts and show is that inflammation in the body that goes not really detected as part of a food allergy, and then people get medicine to fight the inflammation, but not really the source.
Exactly. And inflammation is, what does inflammation do to us? It causes pain. It causes mind fog. It causes us to be really sluggish. And so inflammation also is the beginning cursor to illness, right? So it's beginnings of arthritis. It's the beginning of any disease that's going to be birthed out of our toxic body. And so we have the ability to kind of, reel that in. And, sometimes the damage is so far gone. It is true. We can really hurt ourselves by the way we eat, think, and live. When fear has taken over and we're piggybacking, an addiction of bad choices of food, and we're also addicted to drama and, narcissistic behaviors. Well, all of a sudden, our life is a hot mess. Our body is going, help, and it's you're not feeling good. And all of a sudden you're at the doctor, you're getting all these prescriptions and all these medications, and then they all have side effects. Medications, counteract with each other. And it's really hard to know then what's truly going on in your body. Because once you put one medication on board, you don't know if that medication is causing this other stuff or if it's your body breaking down more.
Well, there's, opiates? Are those like painkillers?
Yeah.
Then they have the commercial for the people because now you get, you can't go to the bathroom.
Right. Well,
and now they're giving you medicine to go to the bathroom. Right.
Right. So that's what I mean. Like, it's one thing happens after the other. Where if we were to look at our life, if we were to look at the whole, it's not one thing. It's not just food, right? It's not just what we're putting in our body, but it's the stress. It's how we're thinking. It's, how are we behaving? What is our emotional state? Have we worked through the traumas in our life, or are we burying them down deep? So it all matters. It really does. So when we take the time to honor ourselves and be still, doing a little meditation, getting grounded, taking time to journal, these things are important because they tell the story of us. If you could tell the story of you in your journal, right? Day one, story of Casey, right? If we all had to do this, we wouldn't get past. We wouldn't do it, right? Because it's too hard. What are we gonna write? What am I gonna write about? But it isn't that hard. That's why I wrote the journal for people with those guided prompts, so it's easy. So you just have to answer the questions.
I've been working on the meditation a little bit.
Which one?
Just meditating, just trying to stop. Like when I wake up, I have a thing that reminds me through the course of the day at work, but when I shut my eyes, it seems like it's just this craziness going on.
Right.
And I try to breathe, and I can't. It seems like I can just start to get it slowed down a little bit, so I'm getting better. But I keep working at it.
Yeah, so let's do a little meditation right now, because I wanted to do that with everybody. And this meditation can be done anywhere because it's quick and easy. Oh, we have a caller?
Well, Kathy's screening the caller right now, so maybe we should do that before we...
We'll do the caller before we do the meditation.
If Kathy would put it up here for me to
Melting. I'm so
talk
hot.
to.
Just so you know, they don't have AC here in the radio station, so I'm literally melting in the chair. I'm disintegrating right here.
It'll be nicer tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness for the cold drink.
So what did you have? Give me a shake that you had this morning.
No.
Or actually what you're drinking now.
So this is a good one. This is a really good one. I'm drinking fire cider. I made a fire cider tea. So I took a shot glass full of fire cider, which is apple cider vinegar, and it's been merged. I don't know the right word to say. Married, brought together with horseradish and turmeric and a cayenne. I'm trying to think what else is in fire cider.
So you buy it like that, and they call it fire cider, or you make your own?
Yeah, some people make their own. I do not make my own. I bought this one, and I did get this at the health food store, and it's literally called fire cider. And you can buy a shot glass, and the shot glass is a lot of fun because it's like the wolf one. It's just funny. They have like little things on there to make you crack up. So I did a shot glass of the fire cider with a half a lemon, and I actually brewed that like a tea. And I did it's like about a quarter of a teaspoon of Manuka honey. And then I poured it over ice before I came over. So the reason we do fire cider, usually I do this over the winter because fire cider for the winter, it raises your immune. And so you don't pick up colds, and it actually works on the gut. Apple cider vinegar helps your gut to have good bacteria. Right? It's like a natural probiotic. And when your gut is healthy, your brain is healthy. The gut is, the second brain, they say. So if your gut is in a good shape, then you're going to be in a good shape. And if your gut's not in a good shape, then, that's where you
cause problems all the way down the line.
Exactly. So we have a caller on the line. Do we have a name? Hi, how are you? This is Jeannie.
We got Trish on the line.
Hi, Trish. How are you?
Hi, Jeannie. I heard you're like the gut and brain thing. You're absolutely right about that. 100%.
How are you today?
I live on probiotics.
Do you? Yeah.
I do. And I exercise a lot, and I eat extremely healthy. Haven't had fast food in 100 years.
Nice.
So,
good.
Yes. And I love listening to your show, and I love listening to Casey. So happy.
Oh, thank you. I saw your post on Facebook, but I have to be honest, I really didn't understand it.
Today was a big day. I spent a lot of money, like thousands of dollars.
You
today,
did you?
And it was gut-wrenching. I did. I definitely felt it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I was lucky and felt blessed that I have the funds to do so. And at the same time, I felt my grandmother, who is, I think, guides me all the way. I really do, because she definitely helped me with it. I don't even know how to explain it. And even my boyfriend said, I don't know, Trish, but I feel like you're really blessed. Like, you got very lucky today. I'm going to get more than half of my money back. It was for a reason I didn't create myself. So, I don't know. I definitely feel like somebody upstairs is smiling on me because I'm surprised at how far I've gotten. And I do know Kathy and Casey, and I love them with all my heart. Excellent souls. And I don't know. I just definitely think my grandmother plays a part in everything I do every day.
our loved ones definitely want to
If
support
that
us
makes any sense.
when we are doing something that is so scary, right? That I've talked about this before, that big scary door that's before us, and sometimes we can't go through
Yes,
it.
I felt no fear.
And you did it. You did it.
I did it, and I wasn't afraid. I mean, I was upset about it, but I wasn't afraid.
Yeah, so you didn't let it stop you.
The
right?
turnaround will be good.
Yeah, we can still have those butterflies in our stomach and still have those nerves, and we can still have that doubt. But when we continue with faith and move forward, it's like it's a miracle moment, really. And they're small,
Yeah.
but they're also big at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have a lot of faith, and I have an amazing boyfriend who is amazing. I don't even know how I came upon him,
Yeah.
because he is amazing.
Lovely.
In fact, he's working in Philly right now, doing a job. He works for himself.
Okay.
And he's constantly been checking in on me. And I don't know, we're a good team. And my daughter, who's 21, is like, you guys are an amazing team. So I don't know what you may feel by that, but I definitely feel something bigger is guiding me. Because I definitely feel like I'm on the right path, without a doubt.
I feel like
And I will trip up and I will fall, but I'm on the right path, I think.
we've talked before. Am I correct?
Mhm.
You've called
Yes,
into the
that
show.
is correct.
Yeah. So like I feel like I want
Yeah.
to tell you, they're showing me like you were on a completely different path, and you were at a crossroads, and you chose the path that didn't seem like it was going to be the good path, but you did, and it's prevailed. Like it's the right path. It's so good for your soul. Like you're in this lovely place. But it was hard when you made that
I think
choice. And that's why it was so much easier, they're showing me, for you to do what you did today. Can I ask you, what's with the surgery?
Oh, I'm having surgery on my eyes
Okay.
next Thursday.
Okay. All right. This is
And I can't wait. Is this good?
This is good.
I
No,
believe it's going to be good.
it's their way of showing me like shining down upon you, right? Shining the love down on you. That's what your Ram was saying. Like just shining it down. So it's her way to say like she's going to be with you. Everything's going to be fine. And she's showing me she's all around the heart and the chest. Do you understand that?
No.
The heart and the chest. Did she have lung issues, heart issues? It's all around the lung and the chest. That's where she's pointing to right now.
Oh. To me or to her?
It's hard to say. She's just pointing to it. So is this you or is it her? I'm not sure what she's showing me.
I don't know. I don't think I have any heart or lung issues. I don't know. I don't think so. I just had a medical clearance for my eye surgery and everything was fine. I don't know.
I know. I don't feel like it's something bad with you. I feel like it's either you had asthma or I'm feeling it's her. Like was hers, and it's her way of just saying this is who she is. Does that make sense?
Okay. No, but I'll figure it out.
So
yeah, I think. My mother, her daughter.
Okay.
Her daughter.
And your mom is alive?
That might be. Yeah, but I don't think my mom is well. I don't. Honestly, I don't.
Okay.
No. I work out a lot and I exercise and everything is balanced for me, and my mom is nothing of that nature.
Right.
No, so I'm concerned about my mom. I am.
Okay.
And yes, I do talk to my grandmother about it. So my mom had a couple heart attacks,
So
but I don't think my mom is well.
That's what she's showing then.
And it would be her heart and lung.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's something going on. Oh, yeah, definitely. And I think my grandmother talks to me.
And is it your mom that has
Very
the anxiety?
strongly.
Who has the anxiety? She's showing me. Who has the anxiety?
I definitely have anxiety, but my mother does too. I think we all do. Yeah. I do, definitely.
I feel like the shallow breathing is what brings on the anxiety. Do you understand that? Shallow breathing is when we're not taking the full breath in. So try to take that full breath in and be within your body more. And she is giving me the she's giving me the thumbs up with your boyfriend.
Yeah, he's beautiful.
She said,
I can't even begin to tell you. I could cry about it right now.
Yeah, she said she's like smitten
I
over him.
I can't even believe it. This guy, he knows all my issues. He loves me. He's like, I love you more than I didn't expect to fall in love like this. Oh.
Yeah, so she's saying that word, the smitten. That's so sweet.
Yeah,
he's happy to have love too, because he hasn't had this tender type of love, and he's a very sensitive soul.
No.
Very gentle and very sensitive. But he's like
he's married for 24 years and never a marriage.
And he's a big guy, she says.
Yes.
She said, but he's like
almost 6'5".
Yeah, but he's like sensitive and very lovely. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's weird that you could say that, because, yes, he's more mushy than I am.
Yeah.
I didn't say I love you to him. He said I love you to me.
Yeah, and she says he cries at movies, and he's like the flower giver. She's given all the details. It's really sweet.
Oh, he goes out of his way to make sure I'm completely content with everything at every comfort level.
Nice.
And my kids, yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely amazing. I don't know. Oh, God. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to marry him.
I don't like to do predictions, but I see it too.
I think we're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told my mom, if we're together in the fall, I'm going to ask your daughter to marry me.
And so the apple blossoms? So. Yeah, what's with... She's saying apple blossoms?
I don't know what the apple blossoms are.
I don't either.
He's good at growing things. He likes to plant things. He works for himself. He does very well, too. He does very well. He makes more than I will ever see in my lifetime. I don't know how I stumbled upon him.
And you'll be comfortable.
But I think an angel was intervening. An angel intervened with us, because actually it was in New Milford we met.
Really?
For a date. Yep, and there was a gentleman there, an older gentleman, who was talking to me, and then he came in, and he said, I think you two are going to do just fine.
Where were you? Where'd you go?
He was really sweet. He, at the Greek place on Bank Street, and he said, you guys are going to do just fine. And he left, and he bought us a drink. 2 weeks later, I saw him in a place I would never think to see him at, a gas station. He's like, hey, Trish. He's like, how's it going with Alan? And I said, oh, we're still hanging out. He's like, oh, wonderful. And Alan happened to text me, and he goes, Trish, you're not going to believe this, hon. He goes, but remember that guy at the Greek place that we met at that night? He's like, I just ran into him at Big Y. He goes, it was weird. I've never seen this guy before. And he was like, oh, are you still hanging out with... And I said, yeah, we are, and it's wonderful. It's great. I swear, he was like an angel. Like, something intervened.
There you go.
I don't know. And he said that, too. He goes, I felt that. That was weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I'm so happy for you, Trish. And thank you so much for calling and sharing your story.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
So I should go forward with this, and even though I lost a lot of money today, it's going to come back.
It is going to come back, and it already
for the good of things.
It's already really has, right? And it's energy. It's energetic for you, so it's like a release, and then the new can come in, right?
Yes.
It's almost like a purging. Yes. It's almost like clearing the house out. Right, to make room.
Absolutely, I loved watching the rain today when I was coming home from work. I was happy. It was cleansing.
Right, perfect.
For me, it was cleansing, and I was happy to. I know my grandmother's with me, so.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think she's with me all the time. Actually, yeah. We are one and the same, her and I.
It's beautiful.
This is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, hon.
Thank
Have
you
a
so
great
much.
night.
I'm going to keep going and doing what I'm doing.
Perfect. Lovely. All right, we'll
And I'm
talk to
going
you
to keep
again.
listening to you, and I'm going to keep kissing and loving on Casey and Kathy. So wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. They're awesome.
They are awesome. They are awesome.
All right, bye-bye.
They are
hon.
awesome. All right. Bye. Thank you.
That's awesome. What a nice connection, her grandmother.
I wish I had the clip from when she called in the very first time, like back in November.
That's when it
And
was.
how
Oh, so it was really early.
How downtrodden she was at that point, and didn't think she was ever going to find love, and had really was at the bottom.
Right.
And now she just let herself flow into spirit, and now look at her go. She just let go and
Right.
let them take the wheel.
So, with any big, scary decision, even if it's the food decision like we're talking about tonight, any big decision we have to make, we have to have faith, faith. And even in the times of of being worried, here she is, she has all this money and worried that she's not going to get it back, but she has faith because her faith is telling her gut is intuitive, and it's saying, don't worry, it's going to be okay. And it's when we go against our gut feelings, when we go against it, that we become really off track. So when we are able to be grounded, we can then see those things that are going to serve us. And that's why, it's important for each thing that we're going to do, each addiction, each behavior we're going to switch, that we move through it with a positive, with a knowing we have faith, and knowing that if we fall, we can pick ourselves back up. I know you guys can do it. I know you can do it. I know Casey can do it. He's doing it. He's living it. He's breathing it. KJ's doing it. Maybe she's gonna text me now. But we all make these changes, and why? Why make these changes, right? Why not stay perpetually the same? That's fine. We can stay the same, and we won't move forward in our life, right? We won't know what's waiting for us behind that big scary door. We won't know our own greatness. And I think that's a sad thing. So we all have a greatness within us. Or maybe we feel like we're already great and we don't need to go through that door. I don't know. I think we're always learning and evolving. So I think that, ego can trick us and say, yeah, you're done. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to work, on yourself and do the work. But I think we're always evolving, and we're always releasing and merging into our highest and best self. That's the journey on this life. So, all right. So let's do the quick meditation. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our feet on the ground. And again, you can do this wherever you are. And if you're not able to put your feet on the ground, that's fine. Just envision them kind of planted in your space here on this planet. Picture yourself in your home, in your favorite room, or your favorite place where you're most comfortable. So just quickly close your eyes and take a deep breath in and envision yourself in this peaceful place. Feel the air around you. Know that you're safe and you're connected, and this place is yours and yours alone. And here in this beautiful space, wherever you are, you can feel the air, you can smell it, you can feel the sunlight or the moonlight on you. Here's where you can really feel connected to who you are. Allow yourself to feel your stomach area just below your rib cage, above your belly button and below your rib cage. And as you breathe in, this is where you have the clear knowing, the clear connection to the things that will serve you, that will help you, that will support you, that will love you. Here in this space is self-love, self-worth. breathe in and allow it to become really open and filled with the love of your special place. Filled with the love of God that created the special place. As it expands, you feel more confident. You feel your legs become more grounded. You feel your mind begin to really simmer and quiet down. You actually feel part of your body. You're within. Notice your breath in your lungs. Allow your tongue to drop. And now, I want you to slowly bring your awareness to your favorite food item. I want you to hold out your hands and hold this food and bring it right into your solar plexus, that area that we were working on, just above your belly button and below your rib cage. And hold this food item there. And breathe in. And your intention here is to connect. And connect with this food with love, no matter what it is. And you're just going to ask, is this going to serve my body? Is it going to serve my mind? Is this going to serve my soul? And as you exhale out, you can go ahead and move that item to the side. And now let's bring in another item. With your next item, hold it with love and reverence. And bring it in and hold it close to your body. Again, breathing in with the attention of knowing whether this is going to serve your body, your mind, your soul. Notice if it merges with your body. Notice if it feels good. Feels heavy. Notice if you get a bad taste in your mouth. Just the observer. Slowly exhale and move this food item away. And now, I want you to try this with a relationship. One that's struggling. One you might be worried about. Someone you might be arguing or have pushed away or closed out of your life. And I want you to allow them to come forward and just feel their energy. You're doing this with love and reverence, honoring them as another human soul. No judgments, no worries. I want you to see this relationship, if it serves you, if it's hurting you. Where do you feel it in your body? And now you can ask, is it time to move away from this relationship? Is it time to heal this relationship or forgive it? owning your part, understanding that you're safe and you're loved, and this has just come forward for you to learn a lesson. Again, allow this person to move off to the side and slowly bring your energy back in. Go ahead and wiggle your toes and your hands as you bring your awareness back into the room where you are, back into your body. Move your neck. So that meditation can really tell a big story. You know, it really can help you to know what's serving you and what's not. You can take your time with it, or you can go quickly with it. I'm a quick mover, so I'll just quickly grab something and go, oh, you're going to serve me? No, I don't. I can immediately feel it because I practice a lot. So go on and try this for yourself. You don't have to trust anyone else to tell you what's going to serve you. You don't have to trust, anyone to say, you have to be on medicine. You have to leave that relationship. You have to eat this. You can trust you. You can trust because you were built with intuition. You were built with that. And the more you learn to hone in on it, the better your life will be. And I know what I know. I'm going too early, right? What do you want to say something?
I wasn't ready.
I know. You were
like, hey, it's not quite 8 o'clock yet.
You're out. What do you want to say about that meditation?
I definitely, I haven't got to the point where I get that taste that you talk about.
Yeah.
Sometimes
not everybody will get taste, but it's really about using our senses. What sense speaks to you the most? So we're all different, right?
Right.
Some people will get colors and see right away. Some people will feel in their gut. They have that gut feeling. Some people have, the vision, the taste, the sound. But we have to understand our senses. We've talked about that before.
As you keep doing it, you'll start to feel that.
Right. And what's your strongest sense? Where do you feel like you pick it up?
I think it's more, I feel like a temperature type, thing. And like usually I'll feel stress, either in a little bit of heartburn or something like that. So
right.
I was kind of feeling a little something right in there. So
right. We got another caller?
If KJ's paying attention, she'll screen this caller and get it loaded up for us.
Okay. Nice. So I guess I won't go into I know what I know.
Yeah, here comes that alarm call.
It could be that alarm call for sure. Right after that nice meditation.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip over KJ and we're going to grab this call.
Okay.
Oh, no, she just grabbed it she's screening it right now. I was just going to click on it.
I wonder if it's just a little delayed for you. Right.
Well, I see it on the screen, so just as I was going to click it, she grabbed it.
Okay.
So she's hopefully she'll be sending it over here real quick.
Beautiful. So that meditation, like I said, can be done anywhere. And like I can do this on the go now because I practice a lot with it. And you writing it down, like taking your time to write it down, like your feelings, your impressions, what was your food item? Let me ask you that.
Well, the first one was a prime rib.
Oh, nice. Went right for the gusto.
Yeah, and then rye bread.
Okay. Because
those are like a couple of my favorite things.
Yep. So tell me what happened with them.
Well, it's like I immediately felt lighter in my stomach.
Okay.
When I was focusing on those.
So you felt lighter, so you felt like it served you.
Yes, it did definitely felt like it served me.
Okay.
But I didn't get. I was going to try ice cream later just to see what it felt like.
Yeah.
I'll do that again.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we're ready for the caller.
Okay, beautiful.
Let me put it in right here.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Jeannie. This is Rachel from Michigan. And
Hi, Rachel.
I was calling because I wasn't sure if your alarm thing was. I have a carbon monoxide and dog alarms that go off all the time, so I didn't know.
You have what? What do you have going off all the time?
Maybe. A carbon monoxide alarm that went off not too long ago, and dog alarms that were going off, so I didn't know it.
Casey.
that one was for me or not. So I was just calling just in case.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to ask him to repeat that to me because
She's been having some issues with the carbon monoxide seal alarms going off.
You have been having that too? That's so crazy.
We had it went off, and then our dog alarms go off, the collars.
Okay.
So I didn't know if
So this is your alarm going off. Aha.
right.
Okay. Okay. And what can
I was just checking.
Yeah, what's going on with the man in your life?
It's probably over there.
You're
Not a lot right now.
yeah, you're at work,
He's a
right?
little sick. Yeah.
Okay. There's been a big change in that relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has he
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah. He's pulled away?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he get like a little violent? And I say a little because
yeah,
I feel
angry.
like yeah, and pushy?
Yes.
Okay. This is your warning sign? This is your warning sign. Like warning. Warning, Will Robinson, it's time. It's time.
Okay.
And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? The big exit sign, they're lighting it up for me, and it's really bright, and it's like, you've got to do it. Right? The exit. And I don't know exactly what your exit is, but you know what it is?
I don't know yet. I've been wanting to move to Georgia or Florida with my kids, but I'm scared that he won't let me.
Right. Well, so like there's those alarms going off, and they're showing me your exit sign. They're showing me that you have that. It's lit up for you. So pay attention to the signs. I feel like it's all lining up.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good night at work.
Thanks.
All right,
Great
bye.
show. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, honey.
Oh, what's wrong? Okay. Bye.
Rachel, she's such a hard worker, right?
Absolutely, and she's one of our biggest fans.
She's
The show and of Angel, of you and everything. So
yeah, and she's always so dedicated to her work and her kids, and I've had some nice conversations with her. So I'd love to send her some prayers, and if you would like to help Rachel just with positive intentions and prayers, just so she can move through whatever it is that they're showing that she needs to move through and pay attention, it would be very helpful. It's always important for our intentions to be, held. All right, so we're going to wrap up the show tonight, and I have to share a nutrition tip. What is what are you calling those? No, you're calling that not nutrition tip.
I thought we were calling it a nutrition tip or superfood. We should just call it superfood, though. I like that better.
Nutrition tip. Yeah, it is a nutrition tip. All right. So were you using the fire cider as that?
That was my that was going to be my nutrition tip.
Okay.
I was going to look up the fire cider and add see what that was about. But I will definitely think that should be our.
Yeah. So apple cider vinegar alone is anti-inflammatory. It's really amazing, especially if you have like heartburn or indigestion. It really can start to bring that down and get you back in a more alkaline state. So it's amazing food. If you don't like the spicy fire cider like me, you can simply do the apple cider, and a lot of people will do that first thing in the morning. Take a big shot, and you want the mother in the apple cider vinegar. So that means that you want to have that cloudiness, and you want to have those pieces of the apple that are it's the mother. It's what causes the fermentation. So you want that in your apple cider. So you want a good brand. So that will have the probiotic and really get you in an alkaline state. Beautiful, lovely, marvelous. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Angels Don't Lie. And you know what I know, because angels don't lie. Have a fantastic week, guys. I'll see you next Tuesday. Right here, same place, same bat channel. Jeannie's out of here.